Ladies and gentlemen, I'm set here with one of the youngest authors that I've ever come across. What do people say to you, Adeife,
Well,
when they get to hear that you have written a book, which you wrote at the age of?
I read it at the age of like I think 10, and then it got published at the age of 12. So, yes,
Can you imagine?
yes. Can you imagine?
What is the book all about?
Well, it's about the normal kid life, friendship and all those other drama. So, yeah, it's about a girl that's naturally South African, and she goes to America, and then to school, and then she has a journal that she keeps, she guards it with her life, and then she loses it, and then she goes through like adventures and all those other stuff. It's a fiction book.
It's a fiction book. We are talking about a lady that keeps a young girl that keeps a journal and she loses it. Tell me,
Yes.
Adeife, you were not born blind.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember when I was born, so I wouldn't know. But I remember myself being blind. Yeah, yes, I was born blind.
Also, you were born blind. Also, you have never gone through the experience of gradually losing your sight and then discovering one day that everything is black.
No,
Yeah.
no.
And tell me, Adeife, what is it like
To
to be
be
blind?
well, there are always advantages and there are disadvantages.
Tell me about the advantages.
The lights.
Eh,
Like when you're in an area that the lights go off,
eh.
it doesn't make a difference when you're reading. You don't need a reading light. So it's like,
Yes. Yes.
and well, just saying the truth, the bitter truth to everyone. It's like, I can tell someone now that you are not smart or you're stupid.
Yeah.
We as kids, we use the word stupid.
Yeah.
And I would not care how your face looks like because I don't know how it looks like. Because,
And the disadvantages of being blind?
oh, well, the disadvantages was, for instance, walking down the streets or something, and when people are doing something that they want you to see, or when they're waving at you, and you don't know what to do, and they ask you, what is wrong with you? Can you not see? And then you are like, no, I can't. So then they get used to it, and it's not nice. It's not nice for first impressions.
No. I don't think you should say it's not nice for first impressions. Maybe it's uncomfortable because you are with people that are not familiar with you.
Yes,
But
it's-
for a person of your personality, I'm sure you win them over in seconds.
No, I try, but then it's also again weird. The disadvantages. It's also again weird when at the end they find out, oh no, she can't see. Yes, I think it's one of those few disabilities that you can't see.
Yes.
So it's not nice.
You are 13 years old now.
Yes, 13.
Which qualifies you as one of the youngest women with disabilities that have ever received the tribute statuette. Last year we had Otla Metse from Pretoria, the young one with progeria. And this year is yourself. How do you feel at the age of 12 to be recognized with an award that, number one, is national or is now international because you are from Nigeria and this is happening in South Africa?
I feel amazed. I feel wonderful because before I never really cared about that I was from a different country or anything. But now it's a bit more different because I'm around like all South Africans. So now I feel more wanted, and I feel like now I belong. And it's for being the only child. It's very nice because now I can do like stupid stuff, and then they'll be like, oh, she's just a child.
Yeah.
Nothing to it. Yeah.
And tell me, celebrating all of this with your mother, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel wonderful. I feel good that she can be proud of me, because every child's dream is to see his or her mother watch them be a star. That's every child's dream. Sorry for the fathers, but it's Women's Month.
I'll tell you what, because we are saying it's every child's dream to be with their mother when they're being stars. Can I call your mother to come forward and join us in this interview?
Okay.
Mrs. Adenarin, ladies and gentlemen. There are some things, ma'am, that you said. Can I take your hand? Let me take your hand too. There are certain things that you said during the course of the day that I found to be so profound. Like you were speaking from the heart. Your child is not necessarily South African, but South Africans have recognized her with this honor. What does this say to you? Number one, about your child, her international appeal. And number two, about disability in South Africa.
It's an amazing experience.
Yes, ma'am.
That we came to a strange land, we were treated like this is home. We don't even feel like we are from Nigeria. The way people receive us and the way my child is being, every day they'll call me, bring her to this place, bring her to that place. I've never been to Durban for all my life here, even with my working experience. But here we are in Durban, invited again by another province. We were invited to Cape Town, we went to Mpumalanga, this Nigerian child, and yet this impression we have, this xenophobic impression that they don't like Nigerians. It has corrected impression so much.
And as a mother, what impression do you have about the impact that these ladies that have been chosen for tributes could have, not only on your daughter who has been chosen amongst them, but any child that they could come across?
The impression I have got and I think is going to have on the larger society is that you can be anything. There is no limitation. It is just the spirit.
It is just the spirit.
It's your spirit. Like my daughter will always say, you can be in a wheelchair and still stand tall. And she's been seeing you in a wheelchair, making us proud.
Yes.
Moving about, commanding respect, motivating people, standing tall even in your wheelchair, and happier than the people walking with their legs.
Yes.
So it's a lot of, it's a very good impact positively to disabled and even able-bodied people who will sit back there blaming it on nature, blaming it on government.
Yeah.
That we can still do something in spite of all the odds. Like my daughter will say, there is ability in disability.
Yes.
I learned it from her.
You know what else I'm learning is where you take your beautiful language from. Obviously, you have given to your daughter the best of opportunities. And when I'm talking about opportunities, I'm not only talking about education in one of the best schools, but just attention, ensuring that every single step along her path, she has a parent that can say to her, I'm here and I'm learning as you do. Would you say other parents with children with disabilities can always take a leaf from your book?
Yes, I think so.
And she's even wearing a t-shirt, famous.
Yes.
I'll tell you what we're going to do.
Okay.
Because she is famous and she's a tribune,
Yeah.
we're going to be giving to her a tribute 2013 wheelchair. No, not wheelchair. I'm in a wheelchair and I'm always up to wheelchairs. We're going to be giving her a tribute 2013 wheelchair.
T-shirt.
Please, we're not going to be editing this one. I think I'm falling in love with this interview. We are going to be giving you the Tributes 2013 T-shirt. And there it is, Adeife.
Oh, thank you.
We want you to go back to Nigeria and say to them, I was there, I did it, and I came back with their T-shirt. I also want to thank you, Adeife. I have always, together with my team, dreamt of taking tributes beyond African borders. You are the first person from outside South African borders that has deserved this and has been nominated by the South African public. So when your mother talks about the many things that we hear about xenophobia in South Africa, I want you to go back to your country and say, This is a t-shirt I got there, and it is the public of South Africa that said I deserve this one. Ladies and gentlemen, Adeife Adenarin with her mother, Genevieve. Thank you very much.
So what do you say?
Thank you very much.
What do you say to South Africa?
What do you say to South Africa, Adeife?
Thank you, South Africa. And you are definitely not xenophobic. It's just when you do something wrong, you don't expect a silver
Platter.
You don't expect a silver platter.
Yes.
Always do something right and always have a right conscience to anyone that's coming here, and your future will be bright. Thank you.
Thank you very much to you, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
The Adenarins, ladies and gentlemen, we love you guys. Thank you very much for making us proud and making us even bigger.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you.